And then one other thing that we are going to do today is, again, as I get into explaining what happened at my sentencing hearing, we'll talk about the fact that 4 people who I asked wrote letters of support for me. My wife, my dad, my mom, and a very good friend, Megan Fox, who has been screaming at me for a year, over more than a year, over certain choices I've made, choices I was making, tweets that I would make, for example. She's been yelling at me in all of the best ways. So one of my good friends, Uncivil Law, decided to uncivilly review Megan Fox's letter. And Uncivil Law is characterized, if nothing else, but by a kind and reasonable approach to women. He's very good at it. In fact, inspirational in how he approaches women online. The way he strikes them in public is something to behold. And we're going to go ahead and watch. We're going to watch Kurt review Megan Fox's letter because, whoo, baby, it's magnificent. I don't know what to say. I haven't watched I was watching it on mute and I could hear him. I could see steam coming out of his nipple holes because they're massive. And I'm sitting there like, whoa, Kurt is really mad. And the funny thing was, when I got to realize that Kurt has been mad for a really long time, like an absurdly long time, and he was just keeping it in, which is probably part of the swelling problem that he had. But it came out randomly during this whole thing. Kurt got really mad at me after I had a long conversation with him on the phone, and Kurt accused me of lying to him a whole bunch. And I said, well, I didn't lie to you. I just didn't tell you shit because you don't get to learn everything about my life at all times. But he was very upset about it. And I guess that was what went ahead and prompted him to speak endlessly for a short while, which makes it not endless, but I'm going to say that for a fact. To speak endlessly for a short while about just how jealous he was that I didn't write him paychecks, which is crazy because I remember Kurt's channel before I invited him on. And I remember Kurt's channel for a very long time. And after inviting Kurt on and having him on over and over, encouraging people to subscribe to him, and also counseling him personally just on how to improve his content, how to be more consistent, how to focus on things that he was good at. He should have been writing his own paychecks. And if he didn't write his own paychecks, that's his own fault. But coming out and whining like a bitch that I didn't pay him was pretty sad, especially because I was very clear with everybody. I'm not paying you, and I would never ask you to pay me. That's kind of the business we're in. People who pay people for appearances, there are professional shows that do stuff like that. Or they even if they don't pay them, they might, like if you're going to be on Tim Pool's show, he prefers to have his guests in person. So Tim Pool will typically fly you out and bring you to the compound for the show. Like, that's cool. Tim Pool is a huge operation. Like the scale of the operation is so much bigger than, a show like mine or, just a single podcaster. And so those are anomalous. Those are different animals. Those are companies that happen to be operating on YouTube, not necessarily YouTubers, right? The YouTube culture for creators is not one that is pay to play or pay to participate. I don't pay my guests. I don't take appearance fees. I don't take percentages of super chats, and I would never do that. Like, I'll come on your show, you come on my show. Let's do it. Let's grow audiences, and that's the name of the game. To see my friends very friendly. To see them dripping with pent up jealousy that has been just held in openly was embarrassing. Like that was, I felt bad for me because I'm the most important person in that equation. But I felt bad for them. I'm like, why? One, you shouldn't feel this way because you have been successful well beyond your means, and that's good. That's what networking is, by the way. That's not a promotion of me. That's me talking about how it works. Like just I've been successful well beyond my means because of the opportunities that people gave me, and then me grabbing those by the balls and saying, let's go. Let's do it. That's how this business works. And the fact that these very smart people just decided to ignore that and instead bitch and say that I should have paid them for something that I expressly told them I wouldn't was a little bit silly. And hey, did it get you paid? I hope you finally got paid for it. But I saw the show you were building, and I saw the show after I helped you build it. And one of them is considerably more successful than the other. You're welcome, you jealous bitches. But we're going to talk and make fun of Kurt as he reads through the letter, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's great. It's great. With that, we've got a new thing to talk about. Where did I put it? Right here. So we're gonna do some of these. This is the new super tip system. It is it's a way to super chat effectively. And look, if I have to make a decision on where I would prefer people to support the show, this is it. One, it's funny. Two, the cut. The cut is way lower. Super Tips takes 10%. YouTube takes notoriously 30%, and same with Rumble. They take 30%. Off the top of anything you put in. So if you have a creator who is using Super Tips, there's a criticism of Super Tips that I'm going to talk about straight out the gate, because I don't have any reason not to talk about what people are saying. I'm not bound by anything, and I don't owe anyone anything. Super Tip it's like a collaborative system. You just decide to use it, and people can use it or not use it. I prefer from the creator side, as the fact that they take less of a cut. I get paid faster. Those things are meaningful to me. But also, I love the creativity, and I hope you guys have fun with it. But if you don't want to use it, don't. The criticism that some people have is that you, quote unquote, have to give your info to the creator of Super Tips, which is actually just a business. And the business happens to have a couple people who, I guess, invest in / created it. One of those being a guy named Nobody Likes Onions, who's notoriously large and Quasimodo-like. But people say that by using Super Tips, you're doxing yourself. What they mean is when you go to use a Super Tip system, you have two options. You can pay directly by credit card, in which case you obviously have to provide a credit card to a business, along with your name and information required to process a payment. Or you can sign in using Google or maybe some other, I don't know if there's any other API interfaces, but your Google account can sign in, and you can make payments that way, just through your defaults on Google Pay. If you're not comfortable with that, don't ever use it. Nobody gives a shit. There you go. If you recognize that this is a business and that were those people to collect and distribute any of that info, it would be wildly illegal obviously public, and they would be into oblivion, and their business would go out immediately. It's a rather that's like saying you're doxing yourself by buying something at Walmart with a credit card. I mean, you are to Walmart, who then has a professional responsibility of protecting that data. And when these companies, when any company has a data breach, there's actually a massive amount of things that they have to do to compensate the people who are victims of that data breach. And Super Tips wouldn't be immune from that in any way that any other company, it's subject to the same rules as everybody else. If you do payment processing for anything, you have a responsibility with the data. But again, if you never use it, that's cool. It's fine by me. But let's see what it is. We've got some right here waiting. I got some special voices made, and we've got more coming just for this channel. Let's see if you recognize them.
Welcome back, Nick. Thank you for not killing yourself.
You better not forget my meat fridge at Hackamania.
You better be at Boston Road Rage too.
Holy shit. So it turns out I need to mirror my thing a little bit, because I didn't test this on StreamYard, but let me fix that real quick. That's not hard to do. I think. Holy shit. Where is mirroring? I know I can do it here. We'll fix this real quick, and then you can see how it works. It is some level of filter on it, and the filter is not clear. I've had to filter certain things, able to say. So yeah, but as this gets further developed, hopefully we'll get a little bit more control over specific things. Maybe exempting certain words from filtering for specific voices or specific creators. I don't know. Who knows? I have ideas. They're dumb. They partnered with me. They said, here, you can sign up to do Super Tips. And I was like, okay, that sounds great. That's the extent of the partnership, to be clear. But they allowed me to use their platform. I'm the whiniest guy about adding stuff and features specifically that I want to see implemented. Because if I have the ability to talk to a developer, let's develop. I'm the guy using the product. I want to tell you how to make your product better, and I want you to listen. And since, I don't know, maybe they want me to do business with them, then maybe they'll listen. So that's fun. Okay, let's see if this one's fixed.
Like Jesus, Nick has risen again. I just hope I get a creamy treat in my Easter basket. Yum, yum.
Oh, damn it. So here we go. You can see how these work. Feel free to play around with it.
Hello, you might know me as Nick's Lick Up Boy, or the guy that handled my ex-wife's hand while, well, Nick looks like you made the goal and more already. Please send me your semen I truly miss.
Oh, God damn it. This is a terrible idea. Don't do it. Oh, no.
Kenzie Reeves is so cute. I can't wait till she turns 18.
That's what? Okay, the first part of that is not true. The second part of that, I don't know what just happened.
I felched your cum out of my wife.
Oh my Jesus. You guys are not, these are uncouth chats. I'm just saying that. Nina says this seems like a bad idea. Nina, what are you talking about? How could this possibly be a bad idea?
Just think about it. If it weren't for Maddox, the toe would have never tasted your seed.
Another win for the toe.
Someone who is sending these in has a specific thing that they want to talk about, I guess.
Hey, did you hear? Alyssa Clips's work with the toe now. I pay her in keyboards and iPhones, but she sends me her booby pics every time I send her things. That must be her thing. A win for the toe?
Well, there you go. How's that trailer? And so the other advantage of Super Tips is, of course, you're able to donate much more money than you can on YouTube as well. So it's pretty cool in that way. That is definitely not a shameless plug. And a big thank you as we play this one from Drive By Something. Oh, this one is just a good old-fashioned text one. Hey, Nick, I first became aware of you during your coverage of the Depp versus her defamation trial. Hold on. I gotta make sure I can read this whole thing. I watched every one of your live streams, and nobody did a better job of the trial's analysis than you. I wish you and your family all the best. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. Drive by. What is the full name there? Drive by. Really appreciate it. What was this? Seize the Day says, welcome back. Love the no drama theme. Shout. We also, I'm highlighting the super tips right now, but I'm about to hit the super chats that have come in at the $20 plus level, and then we're going to get into the thing, and then we'll do the show like normal. Like this is how we get back to everything. So here we go. What do we got?
So what is going to happen first? The end of your probation or the 5K locals gift?
Oh no. Hopefully the 5K locals gift. I have actually procured the equipment needed to start making the 5K locals gift. Now I just have to start stocking up on inventory. I was hoping to get that done a little bit sooner during all this, but look, man, I can't really express how much stress it is to be under a felony indictment. It's a lot. It's a fucking lot. Hold on. What the fuck? I need to take King. If you could just, I have a lot to fucking eat crow over. If people are going to talk and they're going to say a bunch of shit, and that's fine. Again, the only thing that I would like moderated is really just stuff that would violate YouTube terms of service. Doxing information, stuff like that, and like real doxing information. But I do not want people blocked. Look, people are going to talk a bunch of shit. Let them get it out. It's been pent up, and trust me, when things get pent up, sometimes you have to just spray it all over. And if they need me to be that canvas, I guess I will. But please slow the moderation down a little bit. I don't really want to sit there and police mods either. I would just like to do the show. So let's calm down. Let people say what they're going to say. And look, some people are going to be assholes, and you're looking at one of the biggest assholes. And I'm going to be an asshole on this show in just a little bit. So that's kind of how it goes.
Hey, Crackets, what's it like knowing you've been a cuck the entire time you've been in a relationship with Kayla? And what is the starter dose you'd recommend to ease your kids into cocaine?
I don't know. I'm not sure what the starter dose is. I'll have to consult my textbooks.
Shout out to my brother from another mother. Skibidi toilet Riz. No cap.
What the fuck? What is this Skibidi toilet thing?
Objection. No, you can't come in my fort.
Don't tell me where I can and can't come. Fucking Daryl Brooks. Yeah, we do have Matthew Harris. We have Daryl Brooks. We have Mark Richards as well. And again, we've got a bunch more voices on the way. It's going to be fun. Okay. Let's see. We gotta stop that real quick. Okay, we just put a stop to that. Look, I asked for it. If you want to talk to me about it, Shadows King, just reach back out to me later, brother. I appreciate the effort, but it's not what I want. I don't want people banned at this time unless they genuinely deserve it, and that's very, very rare. I did during my case, largely to protect myself from responding in ways that could compromise me legally. I did have a lot of banning going on, and a couple of people are asking for a full-on amnesty or whatever. I don't know if I'm going to do that or just go through and manually unban a bunch of people who don't. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out later during the show. Just know this: they're banning. If there are specific people who have been banned from the chat that think it's wrong, please reach out to me. We'll get that stuff taken care of on a one-to-one basis. As for the bulk of stuff, I have a lot to repair from the past year. And I'm sorry, like I needed a practical tool to prevent me from responding to every retarded thing that was said. But those things were said with the engineered purpose of trying to get me to say something that would be compromising. And I needed to just, when I was doing a show, to just do a show. And so there are people who were banned probably with a little bit of a heavier hand than I would normally like. There are also a bunch of people saying very private things on stream that just didn't belong in the stream chat, talking about children who I had worked very hard to keep private. And so at the time I needed that to happen. I'm sorry if that affected you, and your feelings are hurt or whatever. Like, I actually don't mean that in a shitty way. I mean that legitimately. And I will work to get those things fixed up. All right. We'll get that taken care of. I can't do it on the show live, but just letting you guys know. All right, here we go. We've got Griffin's Library. He says, welcome back, Nick. Can't wait to see what is ahead for you. Watch Griffin's Library on YouTube and Griffin's Library on Locals. Self-plug over LFG. Dude, don't self-plug. Find someone to plug you.
Sufa baldo sufa.
You got to get it to say Sufa. That was Sufa. It sounds like you're fucking yelling at me in Sikh or whatever language it is. No turbans allowed.
Nick, are you going to cover the Karen Reed debacle? Opening statements start Tuesday.
I really, really want to. I've been trying to organize that. It's the end of the school year and our schedule's busy, but we've got it down to a good rhythm where I think I can make a significant amount of coverage on the trial. So